No. Berita also doesn't come across as someone who is materialistic in that level, according to what we say. She doesn't give those vibes. But my
you're right.
Is,
no,
I want to ask you.
I know. I know you got the question. Relax. You are very right. She doesn't look like the materialistic vibe, and that's exactly she does. She doesn't wear the Gucci, the Versace, and that's also That's why I limited her to Michael Kors. That's why I bought her Michael Kors bag. So that's like this is where we stop when it comes to luxury brands. I see beyond this, so I'm gonna get you a collection of Michael Kors bags, so that when now you want a luxury bag, your husband when he's traveling, he knows he buys you from duty free. I've also made it a thing that I'm gonna only buy you these bags when I'm traveling. It's going to be a reward for you being. Damn it! I've got 5 minutes remaining of Twitter for today. Damn it.
Yeah, I have a question before your time runs out. Tommy, when did you and Berita get married? A year and a month. We know you all got married, but I don't think it's clear when you guys got married.
We got married initially. Our lobola was on the 26th of July, 2020, and then our official wedding at Home Affairs was on the 10th of May, 2021. When we signed
so when you
signed the papers, when we signed the papers, we went to the Home Affairs there in town, there on Plain Street. Have you seen that Home Affairs?
Yeah.
It was packed. It was packed as a motherfucker. There were thousands of people outside there, and we walked straight to the front of the line.
She should have. And then how long were you dating before you were going to get married?
She should have known from that point who she's dealing with. The fact that we just walked straight to the front of the line, everything. She should have known who she's dealing with. You understand? While everybody's out there crying in the sun outside Home Affairs, we just went in very quickly, discreetly. There wasn't even no paparazzi pics. Imagine, we were in town on Plain Street and there was no paparazzi pics. Musa didn't get the scoop.
Yeah, but Tommy, I want to know that how long were you dating? Because the song "The Key of Love" was released probably when 2019 or somewhere there.
2020. No,
2020. You're right.
We started dating like officially, like Ukjola. The day we had our first kiss, the Kabuzan.
When was that?
On the 18th of February, 2019.
So this relationship is fairly new.
Yeah,
it's a new relationship.
Right, it's still young. We're still going through that phase of the honeymoon phase just finished. You know what I mean? And then when the honeymoon phase finished, he didn't know. She's like, "No, man, I need more honeymoon." And I was like, "No, there's no more honeymoon. Don't worry." So I'm just waiting for her to get over this desire for a honeymoon phase when she realizes that what means that you've got a husband. When your feet are wrinkled and your toes look ugly at 70 years old, I will still rub your toes. I will still kiss your toes. You're not going to find a man who's going to do that. You're not going to find a man who can shut down the whole of the timeline for you.
All right, that's what I think. Now, so you can take over, baby.
Nota, uyamthanda uBerita ne?
No, she's not my wife. Ngithanda uGugulethu Khumalo.
Okay, uGugulethu uyamthanda ne?
Of course, yes.
Okay, no, I just wanted to hear that. And hi, Nota, long time.
Hello. Of course, ngiyamthanda unkosikazi wami. Come on, guys. Do you think I'd be promoting her like this if I'm making her more famous than Mishali? Mishali is right now the most influential influencer, right? So if I pair my wife up, if everyone says, okay, what is the opposite of Mishali? They think Nota. What is the opposite of Kef Spaniel Vest? They think AKA. What is the opposite of Aries? They think Nasty C. You understand? So I made myself the opposite of Mishali, and then I'll take myself out of the picture and my wife will take that spot.
Thank you. Your wife. It's not your wife. Unkosikazi yakho muhle angifuni ungazi muhle
without makeup
muhle a lot.
Yes, I know that. That's why I married her. That's why ngimlobolile ngingalobolanga wena. Relax. That's why I know that.
Yeah. Slay her. Yeah.
Slay her.
It's a pity uthola umubi.
It's fine. It's nemali. And when awulobolwanga. So it's
hayi bo ushade phela abalobole ematwaneni or whatever that she is abalobole
abanamali. That's why abanamali.
Ay.
Tommy, Nota.
You must come to Limpopo. Find yourself a stronger man who's going to lobola you.
Tommy.
Yes, how are you, Dimpled?
I'm so happy that you're saying my name. Chomi, unblock it. Please don't tell me you won't unblock me.
I unblock it. Nota.
I'm unblocked. There's two things I don't believe in. Number one is divorce. I don't believe in that. Number two is unblocking people. Once you've been blocked, I cannot ever allow you to come back. I cannot.
Chomi, I've always defended you. Chomi, I've always been by your side. I don't understand to block it, Chomi. I don't understand.
It's fine. Maybe it was a slip of the finger, but God must have a reason for that.
And you can ask anyone here who follows you and me. They know that I've been defending you on my timeline. I've been defending you, Chomi. I've been.
Unblock it, Chomi.
Unblock it. I'm telling you, Chomi.
Malesa.
Hey Musa, welcome back, my brother. I missed you so much.
I didn't.
Okay, then.
Chomi, don't be like that.
I just.
Hey, Nota, minjani, but reperele. I'm Pugil. Unlike what is our. I'm not Pugil. Unlike what's our Miss Winlinjan. Oshamala told one of the video when I answered them, so you can the tips. How did you win her back?
There's no. My wife is my wife, guys. There's no way she's going. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way she's going. Even the sheriff came today. The sheriff of the court came today to bring up some papers. There were papers from Slicker. You understand? The sheriff of the court came today. My wife is still my wife. Don't worry about that one. It wasn't about bringing her back or anything else. I wanted that video that I posted, right, was me. Okay, there's too many noises in the background. That video that I posted, right, was recorded the day she got told that Mceli Kiss has been used in the movie Holiday in the Wild. You know, which stars some chick from it's on Netflix. It stars some chick from Sex and the City. I forgot what her name is, right? It's got some big it's a Hollywood Netflix film. And then recently, she got a local sync, the same song, got another sync deal on another movie, a local movie on Netflix. It's called For the Brave. Né? Is it only the Brave or For the Brave? Please correct me. Please correct me.
I need Chomi.
Okay, she got another deal. So the reason why I posted that video is that I wanted to show people, like, yes, it was a lovey-dovey video, and obviously she was very excited because I was recording the video because I was recording. That is a business meeting that my wife and I were having. Basically, if you watch that video, right, I made her detail how she got this deal, you know, what she spent on promoting that song, what profit she made from making that song, you know, and what is the potential that song will make even more profits. And also the target of the song was that if we've spent 100,000 rands on this song, my love, that 100,000 needs to be 40% of the gross revenue that we make within the first 6 months of having the song out. You understand what I'm saying? That was our target before we started. We said, listen, this song is being released on the 25th of 25th of January, I think. 25th of January, and within 6 months, the money that we spend must only be 40% of the money that we've made from this song. So I was just teaching her how you manage business, you know, how you get to number one, how you make sure that your catalog works for you, your music works for you, so you don't have to be performing at every place where an envelope is opened, you know, for minimum wage. You know, your music can work for you while you're sitting at home, while you're in lockdown. All these things can happen for you. And that's what I wanted people to be able to see within that video, and also to celebrate that this same thing that we're celebrating, right? To remind her of the celebration that she had the first time she found out that the song was synced. To remind you that that feeling should never go away. The first sync deal, when you get your next sync deal, you should have that same feeling. So I know she watches this content. I know she checks on my post. I know she spies on me, even though I don't spy on her. I don't really check her post. The only time I see that she's posted is when someone else posted. You know, like when someone else posted. So I got lots of these videos. And if you watch the beginning of the video, you see that when I record a video with my wife, I inform her that I'm recording a video. You understand what I'm saying? That's the level of love and respect that I am as a partner. You understand? You got to see me, the husband Nota, not the Nota authority that you see in the streets that people think is controversial and everything else. You got to see the real true heart of Nota. There's some people here. I don't know how many people inside this space right now have ever been with me, traveled with me, been in my car, had coffee with me, you know. But anyone who knows me knows that, I am the best person to be around at all times. If you're with me, you're having the most fun that you've ever had all the time. And I said, if you jog through your memories of what are the peak memories that you've had in your life, the most fun you've ever had, I am there. Anyone who knows me, the peak memories, because that's what I specialize in. I specialize in making the peak of their memories is memories they have with me. So right now, my wife is trying to avoid thinking about it because all she can think about is the peak memories. All she did. This man made sure that I had an album when I needed one. My wife has got an album right now. She's got a gospel song with Makadzi. I had Makadzi recording inside my house. My wife was pressing the buttons and doing everything, teaching Makadzi how to operate the machinery and how to record stuff and how to be a most artist, coaching another female artist. That's why, because I wanted to be able to teach my wife so that she can go out there and teach other women. You understand what I'm saying? So she can help empower other women because she has been blessed enough to partner with someone who's got 17 years experience in the music business, sold more records than anybody else, got better numbers than Brenda Fassie, got better numbers than Chico Tuana, got better you name them. All the biggest guys have done better numbers than all of them. There's no one for me. There's no one on my level. It's like I'm a one of one. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a one of one. You know? And she's lucky that, I decided to choose to marry her. And the reason why I chose to marry her is not because I was madly in love or I was crazily in love. Not to say that I don't love my wife. I love my wife and I'm dedicated to my wife. But because she's a respectable woman. Because I knew that, you know what, if I invest in this woman, I don't need to worry about euphonics smashing my wife. And then I don't need to break up with my baby mama because euphonics smashed her. And now she's with another DJ and breaking up.
Good.
So, Euphonic was getting his own bed because they took Bonang from him as well. Connect the dots. So, that was the main thing. The biggest thing was that. Because I don't need to be worrying about none of these broke-ass artists who are not on my level, number one. They're not on my level. I don't need to worry about them piquing my wife's interest. That's why my wife doesn't even look at these guys because she knows that my husband has more money than all of you. And in fact, he's bankrolled most of your careers. You know what I mean? It's like, so like, damn. It's a different type of level. I'm not on the level of these other guys that are in the entertainment industry. Yeah, then my wife got herself a boss. So I was trying to make her into a boss herself. So she can be a boss and have the confidence in her bossness. And I taught her how to be a boss. I taught her how to do it on her own. And even when we went our separate ways, you understand? Like now, it was because I was saying to her, I need you to be self-sufficient. I need you to be able to do it on your own. And now she's trying to do that on her own. I commend her that she's trying to do that on her own. But I mean, like, you got to do it the right way.
But then you said she's homeless, so you didn't teach her nothing because she became homeless anyway.
No. I found her homeless. You must understand that when she leaves, obviously she's going to be homeless. It's not like I bought her another home. It's not that she doesn't have... Wait. When I'm saying she's homeless, it's homeless. She's not houseless. My wife has a title deed. She's got a property that she's renting out to someone who pays rent every single month. Don't worry about that. My wife has got properties. You understand? Property investments. She can go and live in the house she's got a title deed for. None of these other bitches. Mihlali doesn't have a title deed. Okay? Mihlali doesn't have a title deed. Wait. I need you to say that. Mihlali
you wrote a post about helping homeless.
Yes, I wrote. What I'm trying to say is this: being homeless and having a title deed. I can have a title deed and be homeless, dude. Having a title deed is a paper.
You can't.
Yes,
you can't.
No,
you have a home.
No. Your home is what your home is, where you call home. It doesn't mean a property that you own. A property is an asset or an investment. That's the thing. You don't even have a title deed. So why would you know what a title deed is? Your mother doesn't have a title deed. There's no one in your family. No. Show me a title deed. Your father doesn't have a title deed.
Ask me how many I have. But anyway, go on.
I'm not going to ask you. Show us your title deed because if you got a title deed, it's a paper from the lawyer. You can show me your title deed. You're not going to do it because you don't have a title deed. No, you don't have a title deed. Let me tell you where I learned the title deed, how it looks like. I learned it from my mother when she paid off her bond. You understand? That's where I learned how a title deed looks like. And then my mother and my wife were sitting next to each other with their title deeds saying, yes, we have title deeds. We are women with title deeds. You understand? That's the level of women in my family. Now, my sister doesn't have a title deed, but she's got a PhD. She doesn't want a title deed because if she had a title deed, she'd be unmarriable. You can't marry a woman with a PhD and a title deed. What are you going to do?
No. How? Nota. Says who? If you had to say something.
It was a husband for a woman who has a PhD and a title deed. Because if she's got a PhD, it means she can become a professor. That means that any university will pay to hire her. And once she becomes a professor, she gets a salary for life. Number one. You understand? You get the salary for life as part of your professorship. And then you don't need money. There's no man that can marry you. Where are you going to move him to? He's going to take you out of your house where you got a title deed and put you in his house. It's not going to work.
Not hard for me.
Hold on, wait. What happens is that when you're going to have a fight with your partner and you've got your own title deed, what are you going to do? You're going to run to your house. So now, my wife being homeless and not having a home, right? That has got nothing to do with the title deed. What it means is that when we had our argument, she had to go and book herself an Airbnb. I remember the night that she was saying, no, she's going to book herself an Airbnb. And then she decided, no, it's late at night. Let me change my mind. And then she came to the bed to cuddle and whatnot, hoping that I changed my mind in the morning. First thing I did in the morning, I left the house. I said, yo, Manguya, Airbnb. Yeah, thank you. I went to my friend's house. I even slept over there. I came to my house the next day. Because you never know. You never know.
You said you're not worried about your wife with all these other men because you've got more money than them, right?
It's not about money. No, it's not about money. It's about her morals. I know her morals.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you now in relation to other people in the industry.
No, that's not what the thing.
That's what you said.
No, I understand.
And I'm trying to ask you a question.
To me, the thing is this: the way you ask a question can frame the statements completely differently from what I'm saying, and you misquoted what I said.
Okay.
You started asking your question by trying to repeat what I've said, and I'm trying to say, no, that is not what I said.
You hambelani. What happened to his connection, guys?
Musa,
hi, Tommy.
Hey, Doms, how you
send
doing?
the mic.
I'm good, thank you, chums.
But Tom,
vibe, Tommy.
we always have a vibe. Anyway, while we wait for Nota, there is other stories we can talk about. There is a lot that's been happening. I don't know what you guys want to talk about, but we'll always get back to Nota. My sister, right, he's going to come back.
Oh,
no.
Yo, uyasinyisa Berita's husband.
Bengifuna ukubuza loyo mbuzo vele ukuthi kahle kahle what happens. Angithi uthi a home ngiyamuzwa ukuthi uthini makakhuluma ngehouse and a home. Bengifuna ukumbuza ukuthi njengoba azibekele, because it sounds like this very false sense of importance engiphesivayo kuye. So I wanted to ask ukuthi what happens to him when he eventually finds out that Berita has now found herself a home. Is he gonna be okay na? Bengifuna ukumbuza lo mbuzo nje.
Now,
Nota, did you hear my question? Did you hear my question?
I didn't finish what I was saying before I was removed. So I was just saying, no, it was by accident, I'm sure. So, because they allowed me back. I wasn't blocked. So, what I was saying is this, is that the explanation that I was saying, right, about other men in the industry, I was talking about the fear and the complex that happens, right? Ammunition, the one that you know, the rapper, right? He is my... Uamu is a bigger brother to me. My bigger brother Uamu, right? He broke up with his wife because she ended up cheating with sisters Mixwell. There was a whole entire spate of all these house DJs. The house DJs, they made it their speciality to sleep with rappers' girlfriends because they were making more money than the rappers. So it's a complex. So what I was explaining is that in my mind, when I had a criteria for the type of woman that I want, I didn't want a woman who would be susceptible to that. I'm not trying to say that that is a threat that I need to look out for already or anything else. I was just saying that that was one of the criteria that said, yo, this is what white material means. Someone who house DJs cannot get, or someone who cannot be gotten because someone has more money. You understand? So I was just explaining, whether it be house DJs because that was closer to me and closer to what I was seeing in my environment, or it be soccer players, or it even be businessmen. You know the entrepreneurs that came up after 2012. You know, they were taking everybody's girlfriend. You understand? And making sure that every girl in Lokishin moved from yaki weaves to actually proper Peruvian, Indian, Brazilian, getting Moroccan oil and stuff like that, getting GHD hair straighteners and all that type of stuff. I bought all of those things in my previous relationships with girls who wore weaves and stuff like that. I know how to maintain that lifestyle. So that is the one thing that I did not want in this relationship. I did not want to maintain the weaves, the GHDs and all that stuff. You know, I wanted to cap a limit. And when we talk about luxury goods, yes, obviously one of my favorite songs is Ass by Big Sean. And you know that Nicki Minaj has a line, fucking little horse, fucking up my decorum. Couldn't get Michael Kors if he was fucking Michael Kors. You understand? So your question to me.
Okay, Tommy. When you eventually find out, I'm not saying that's what's happening now. When you eventually find out that your wife has a home, has a home, not a title deed, not a house, are you going to be okay? Nah.
Listen, there's only one.
That was my mbuzo.
Okay, so the thing is this, is that the way you are framing your question, again, you're making a statement. When you eventually find out, I'm not saying that that's the case. That you are saying that that's the case. So what you're saying is that I'm too stupid to be clever enough to act stupid enough to fool you into